What up guys, Andy back with Level 1, and today we have another cool review for you. Today we are reviewing the PDP Rematch. Okay, this is a controller, this is the purple fade color, and this controller is absolutely awesome. Okay, this controller right off the bat, 40 bucks. Alright, on the PDP website, $37.99. Okay, and the reason I want to stress that price is because this is one of the items that I've reviewed over the years where I feel like you get more than what you're paying for. Okay, your dollar is getting you so much return. Okay, so PDP Rematch, the first thing I noticed when I opened this bad boy up was how light it is, and that's probably because it's a wired controller. Now stop right there. I know some of you are like, no, wireless controllers only. Listen, you will get over that quickly once you have this controller. Okay, 40 bucks, wired, but detachable wire, which is one of the best pros I've had. So I have the wire right here. It's a thick, sturdy USB to USB-C cable. Okay, so if your cable gets frayed, broken, whatever, you can easily replace it online. You don't have to spend money on batteries, and you don't have to buy a new controller if the cable gets messed up. So that's already a plus. And super light. There's no battery pack in here or anything like that. So that's one thing that I had to get used to right away, was how light this controller is. It's really light, and it's so light, but it doesn't feel cheap. It feels like a sturdy controller. So like if I bend this thing, like you don't hear it creaking like a Tesla, you know what I'm saying? Like this is not Tesla build quality up in here. All right, look at that. Nothing. You don't hear it creaking. All you hear is like the buttons and the joysticks like making noise, but it doesn't creak. It doesn't do anything. This thing is sturdy. So when you're raging on COD or whatever and you slam this thing against the wall or your monitor, you might have to buy a new monitor, but you won't have to buy a new controller, that's for sure. This thing is sturdy, super light, super sturdy, good for long gaming sessions, and it feels amazing. All right, not only does it feel sturdy, they have like this laser etching on the back grips here, right? And even on the buttons and the triggers. And it feels smooth with a sort of nice texture to it that feels like very appealing in the hands. It feels nice in the hands. And I really liked that laser etching, as well as it just looks kind of cool on the controller, right? But it's not like it's not like deep. It's just like a thin like etching on top, and it feels really nice and smooth in your hands. That's what she said, but I enjoyed it. This is a great controller. Now, what I was saying about you're getting more for your dollar than with any other controller. Regular Xbox controller, 60 bucks, right? Gotta buy batteries, gotta buy all that stuff. 40 bucks, you get the 2 buttons in the back, okay? 2 extra buttons in the back, and you get your media control. You can sort of mute right here from the button. So if you have a cheap janky headset and you have to constantly be like searching with your thumb for the button to mute, you can just boop right there, mute. No one can hear you in the party. You're good to go. And then you can also download the PDP app and remap any button. You can remap all the buttons to whatever you want. And again, for the money you're paying, you're getting so much customizability. You can even remap the RGB on the controller. You can remap the color of the buttons. Okay, they have different colors that you can remap the buttons to, different types of controller, different kinds of things. So this is awesome. $40 and you get all this stuff. So you can remap the buttons. You can remap the back 2 paddles, right? The 2 buttons in the back for whatever you want. Let's say I was playing a lot of Apex Legends, you know what I'm saying? You could do crouch so you can slide. You can do jump on the other one. You can do melee if you want, shield, health and shield if you want, whatever you want. Customize the whole controller. You can customize the dead zones on the triggers. You can customize the dead zones on the joysticks. You can do all of that stuff from the app. Okay, you can change what each button does. And for 40 bucks, that's pretty amazing. That's pretty awesome. And what I also loved is that when I plugged it in on the controller and downloaded the app and I remapped all my buttons, when I plugged it into the Xbox, it kept the same remapped buttons. It didn't forget, right? So even though it's a wired controller, it saved everything on board on the controller when I plugged it into my Xbox. Good to go. When you take it out of your Xbox, plug it back into the PC, good to go. One con that I know people probably will not like, people who play multiple games competitively, you can't save like the profiles of the button mapping and just switch them up. So if I have my button mapping set up for Apex Legends and then I transfer over to Call of Duty, I have to go back into the PDP app and remap all of my buttons to play a different game. Okay? They don't have like a quick, like, you know, hold LR down up shift whatever like code to sort of, you know, change to your second profile, and you have like two profiles customized and you can switch back and forth. That's a little bit of a con. I know there are some other controllers that can do that. They save multiple profiles on the onboard memory and you can kind of swap between the button mapping on them. This one doesn't do that. You would have to go back into the app to change them. But again, this one doesn't cost more than $150 like other controllers do. You know what I'm saying? So it's still, you're getting so much more for your money. So not everybody has $250 to spend on another controller where they can get the same amount of customizability, but for 40 bucks you're getting so much. Okay, and then they have awesome colors. They have a green Minecraft looking one, they have a cool red one with like the black slashes sort of coming down on one side. They have all kinds of different colors. All of them are like $40. I know that some people do not like wired controllers, or they might want to have the different customizable profiles, but I think that for $40 you're getting so much more than what you're paying for. Okay, because the regular Xbox controller doesn't have half the features and it costs more money. Okay, so if your controller's broken, or you're one of those people online that are just constantly trashing the new Xbox controllers and asking why did they change it, and I want to go back to the old one and the other one was better, 360 was the best controller of all time, you know what I'm saying? I get it. Try this one instead. It's cheaper, it's better, has more options. You'll love it. Okay, everyone loves getting more than what they paid for. You know what I'm saying? Everyone loves it. All right, when you go to your favorite restaurant and you buy a quick burger and some fries and they throw in like a little chocolate brownie in the bag, you're like, yo, free brownie, it's lit, you know, it's my day. And this is like the free brownie in the bag. And some of you have never experienced the free brownie. You know why? Because your burger place hates you, and so does your Xbox. So buy this controller. PDP Rematch in the purple fade color. Awesome controller. I hope you guys like it. Make sure you check us out. Make sure you like and subscribe. And of course, as always, hit the follow button over on our Twitch channel, level1 / twitch.tv/level1. And of course, make sure you like the videos, and we'll have some more cool stuff coming for you too. It was a great one, and I'm going to keep using this. All right, so it's time for me to go back to Witcher 3. I need this controller to own my my rivals in Gwent. I have a Gwent tournament coming up, you know what I'm saying? Got to get back to the Witcher 3. All right, so again, thanks for watching, and make sure you stay tuned for more. Peace.